guys, welcome back, and this video would be about me and language jam number 4, Indigo's language jam, or if you don't, I think I need to leave a link to the website. But anyway, if I'm not mistaken, 2019 is the year of Indigo languages, so that's why this language jam was dedicated to smaller languages, Indigo languages, and I got Mari language, or how it's, I think it's in English, it's Mari language. And the fun thing that's actually really far relative to Estonian in terms of language group and all that stuff, which was really surprising to me because when I got my selection, I don't remember what second option I had. I think I'll insert the screenshot here because I honestly don't remember. My first intention was to select some language with an interesting script, but then suddenly it was languages which use Cyrillic alphabet, so I've never heard about both of the languages. I had no specific interest in any of them, so I've just selected the first one. Well, I was really surprised it's far relative to Estonian because they look nothing alike. It's kind of funny that they relate to one language family. So yeah, I did language jams at the time. Well, I did like 2-hour studies Sunday evening, but it still counts. Basically, I use the same exact pattern I did for Estonian because it works quite fine for the short amount of time I have. So the goals was first general information about the language, where it's allocated number of speakers, then the alphabet, pronunciation rules, subtopics, so some kind of polite phrases, so kind of good morning, hello, thank you, all this kind of stuff. I'm talking about yourself, where you're from, what's your age, and what do you like, numbers, and kind of the main goal was to again make a short text, kind of introduction. Pretty much did all of that. The only thing that I've put together the final text today before filming this video, and today is August, the 3rd of August, I guess. Yeah. So it's quite after language jam, but I didn't have time at that moment. So that's what we're mostly doing here. Also did some extra goals, mostly to share online or maybe in the video, but I didn't shoot any of them, so I thought maybe it would be great to search for some music or some famous people who was born here or speak that language or did something for that language. Unfortunately, I didn't do any of that. For the resources, I think I only used one book I downloaded. It was a kind of phrase book. Is it how we call it in English? So you just have a set of topics, for example, like travel or like in pharmacy, or like talking about yourself and asking like, could you repeat? I don't speak that language. Like I don't speak like, you know what I'm talking about. I think it's called Facebook. So the only thing that Facebook is quite old. From the content, I feel it was like Soviet times, because at some parts it's like totally normal, but then it was like weird dialogue example, like where the public may reallocated, how what's like the territory, what's resources, and I'm like, this look like a topic from old geography textbook. It's not like something you would talk about when you travel into the country. But for such quick studying, when I had some very specific phrases in mind, it was like really perfect. So in the beginning it has like 30 pages of pronunciation, there's grammar, it has cases. Oh my god, I think it way more cases than Russian. But to be completely honest, I haven't read through that part. The only thing like I noticed that is related to Estonian, that's how do you build words. So there's a lot of suffixes which kind of smash one after another, and I think it's quite different from what I get used to in my native languages. Another thing which I've noticed from the phrasebooks, that the order of a sentence, because you know, when in English you say like I speak English, in Mari it's more like I English speak. So I keep forgetting how that's part of the sentences is called in English. I think I can't explain myself correctly. I feel really embarrassed at this moment. I've studied it in Russian, all this grammar stuff, and I perfectly understand them, but I have no idea how to call them in English, and it intimidates me every time I do something language related, which somehow always learn towards such topics I don't know. Another stuff I've used a dictionary. The only problem was that when I downloaded it on the website, it says that it's Russian to marry dictionary. I thought, yeah, cool, that's exactly what I need. But then when I downloaded it, it's actually married to Russian dictionary. So basically, when I didn't know what the exact word I need, but I had to find it in the phrase, use that word in the phrasebook, and look to some related phrases to differentiate other words, and then for the words I have no idea what they mean, I will go through the dictionary and checking each word separately, and it was quite annoying, but on the other hand, it was interesting to compare the language, the sentences, because, for example, talking about the age was phrased like I'm not yet 20, or the phrase I'm already 30 years old. Yeah, so I've checked the page with names and numbers, for example, so I could find the numbers in the sentence. So I could find like me or I am, or words to find all the other stuff. Another really enjoying thing was finding how to say Belarus in Mari, because honestly, when you're studying country names in foreign languages, on the most of the resources there's like maybe maximum 20 countries, more like well known or bigger countries, so they always on the list. Like when you will go to the topics in some apps or textbooks, you will find Spain, you will find Great Britain, you will find Russia, you will find USA, but you will never find Belarus, like never. I mean, like, you could put it in a Google Translate, but I've seen, I think, at least 2 different variations, and they look really different, and I have no idea which one is correct. Like, I've been studying French for 7 years, I guess. So in that case, at least, first of all, there is no Mari language in Google Translate, so that's a pro issue. The dictionary I had was from Mari to Russian, so it wasn't helpful. So how I actually got this? So from like Google, I get to Wikipedia page about Mari, like nationality or language, something like that. From there, I get to the Mari language version of Wikipedia. So I googled Russian one, and to the links of languages, I went to the Mari Wikipedia, and then I went to from that article, went to the article about Russia, and then I went to the article about Belarus, because Belarus shares borders with Russia. The actual article about Belarus in Mari language was completely empty. It has like Mari name of the country and original Belarusian name of the country, and that's it. There was no information besides that. Like, but it helped me, so yep. So I think now it's time to try to read it actually. what I've constructed with my zero knowledge of my Salam. Мы Ганна, Манит, Меланем, Коло, Кокет, Яет. Мы Беларуси, Шочен, Кушкит нам. Мы Йод Илме, Ю Раден. Мы англичан, француз, немец, Туниман. Кизит мы марла оле. Вискана ужмешке. So it's not like exactly the same as previously, because for some phrases I didn't find the exact. I couldn't construct the exact translation I wanted because yeah, I was using Facebook. It didn't have like, for most of the time it didn't have word-to-word translation, and it didn't have proper dictionaries. So essentially it should supposed to mean at least hello, my name is Hanna, I'm 22 years old, I was born and raised in Belarus. That's kind of only equivalent I found I'm from Belarus, because for some reason that Facebook didn't have such phrase. I am from the country. It's got some bunch of weird specification, but not that one. Anyway, then I like foreign languages. I decided not to struggle with constructing more complicated sentences. I like studying foreign languages because of that weird sentence order. So I just like foreign languages. Then it has the phrase I needed. So I study English, French, German. Then now I speak Marie. I don't know how this correct this phrase is, but well. And then au revoir, because for some reason at the moment I don't remember how to say it in English. So yeah, that's it. Honestly, I hope that I would get something from Indigo American languages, but for some reason I got close to Russian something. But anyways, even though it's familiar script, the actual words was completely different. Like only like, yeah, you know, country names and languages names, but other words was like completely different thing. So yes, that's basically it. I don't know where the next long jam will be, but I'm really excited. I hope to will have more time, because in that long jam I had to suddenly go home, so I didn't have Saturday and first part of the Sunday to study. That was my initial plan. But well, at least I did something. I don't know what else to say. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.